This is Radar, the on the Radar Entertainment Blog, coming to you with another Baseball Weekly observation. The Angels are still playing Zach Kozar at third base, despite the fact that they're playing the young Fletcher in left field. They're not even playing him every day. If you're going to play Fletcher every day at second base and keep Kozar at third base, that's fine. But when Tommy La Stella is getting tons and tons of at bats at second base or DH, and Kozar still playing third base, makes no sense. Also, stop having Cole Calhoun and Mike Trout lead off. It should be Trout, Pujols, and Justin Bour is that chunk of the lineup there, the best power hitters in your lineup. Simmons batting third or fourth is really dumb. He's the elite defensive shortstop, but he's never been known for hitting. The Pirates. Starling Marte was batting a lot in the second spot. He's your best player. He should be batting third. Yes, you got Gong and you got Bell in your lineup, and they're guys for power, and even Colin Moran, but outside of that, it's really Starling Marte because Dickerson and Polanco are still on the DL. And you're playing players like J.B. Shuck and Milky Cabrera. That's not really great offense in the middle of the lineup. The Yankees, Judge has still been batting second, even with all the injuries, and having DJ LeMahieu lead off. Don't try to fix it if it ain't broke. Keep Brett Gardner leading off. Maybe back DJ LeMahieu second. Right now, Aaron Judge just went on the DL. So for now, the best idea is Gleyber Torres and Luke Voigt should be batting 3 and 4. Like, those are your only good hitters left because you don't have Sanchez or Stanton as well. Now, the Blue Jays stop playing Grichuk in center field. Soccer Brito, career backup. So maybe he plays a bit. They're playing a lot of backups. Alan Hansen, they're playing him. They're playing Freddie Galvis. They're playing Eric Sogard. What they should be doing is Teoscar Hernandez and Billy McKinney are the natural born center fielder. Put one in center field. If Dalton Pompey is injured, then fine, don't play Dalton Pompey. But you have your own guy out the Alford. Why not just play him in center field? You don't need Soccer Brito. Take him off the roster. Put Alford in center field. Put Grichuk in right field. And some sort of system where McKinney and Teoscar Hernandez play left field, and one day they DH, and Smoke will play more, won't DH. That means Talise get lots of bats. Do something. Grichuk's not a center fielder. Stop batting G-Man Choi the Rays every day. Right now, Yandy Diaz should be playing third base until Matt Duffy comes back, or even try Wendell or Robertson at third base. If Brandon Lau is so good, then play him every day second base and say to Wendell or Robertson, you're going to play third base, one of you guys. Or one of them play first base, or one of them DH. Because Austin Meadows is going to miss a huge chunk of the season now. Avi Garcia should be hitting at bats every day in right field, and Guillermo Herrera should come in defensively for him. That's really what it should be. Avi Garcia in right field. If you're going to keep Lau at second base, then Wendell or Robertson's going to have to play first base. Or Yandy Diaz, but you got to make a decision because everybody's moving all over the place. You're playing this Choi guy all the time. He's not an everyday player. He's nor is he a backup. The Red Sox, stop having Benintendi lead off. That is just dumb. If you're not going to bat Mookie Betts lead off, then he should bat third. I know you're missing Holt, Nunez, and Pedroia, all three of your starting second basemen. But Benintendi should be batting second, not lead off. And I just don't understand this catching thing. Kristen Vasquez played one game at second base. He's a Gold Glove caliber catcher. You get rid of Stanley Leone at the beginning of the season, but now you bring him back and you cut bait with Blake Swire and you send him to a team that has 4 catchers already. You got to send him to a team that really needed a catcher, and you're going to get some value back. They got nothing back for him. That's just really, really stupid, you know? And the O's, keep Jonathan Villar in the leadoff spot. If you're going to demote Cedric Mullins from the leadoff job, and they even demote him to minor league, then give him the leadoff job. Your opening day shortstop, you're not playing him that much. Your Rule 5 draft pick shortstop, you get back to his team. Okay, then Jonathan Villar's the shortstop. And you're going to play Hanser Alberto second base. That's fine. That's fine, you can do that. But now Joey Ricker's going to play center field. Are you going to have him bat leadoff? Is Dwight Smith going to bat leadoff, or are you going to move Smith to center field? Stop playing Trey Mancini in right field. With Mullins demoted, it should be Smith and Ricker that get to bats in center field and right field. Keep Mancini at left field or DH at first base. And then Marlins, they're in love with Miguel Rojas and Rosiel Herrera. They sent down JT Riddle. And they're playing Brian Anderson some games in right field. I thought it was nice that when they had Galloway and Austin Dean and Brinson in the lineup, I was like, yeah, they got 3 young outfielders they're playing. But of course, they're going to play Granderson, the veteran. That's fine. But they keep playing Rosie O'Rara in the outfield, and they're even playing Brian Anderson days in the outfield. Play your young outfielders, Dean, Sierra, Brinson, and Galloway. Play young outfielders. Stop playing utility player in the outfield. Stop playing Rojas everyday shortstop. If you're not going to play JT Riddle shortstop, you might as well play Starlin Castro as shortstop and let Prado or Neil Walker play second base and stop putting Brian Anderson in the outfield. It's like when you're putting O'Brien and Cooper in the outfield. I don't know what the Marlins are doing. You're in rebuild mode. Play young guys. Don't play backups. Philly's still having McCutcheon lead off and Maikel Franco bat 8. But with Segura injured, I think Cesar Hernandez will move up to the 2 spot, and that will keep McCutcheon the leadoff spot because also Odubel Herrera is injured. And they're playing Phil Gosselin at shortstop because they lost Kingery, their backup. So McCutcheon's probably going to stay in the leadoff spot, but it looks like Franco will move up a couple of spots with the injuries as well. And the Rangers, stop playing Joe Gallo in the outfield. If your first baseman Ronald Guzman's hurt and your second baseman Rougned Odor is hurt, the whole point of having Logan Forsythe is he can play second or third base, and Asdrubal Cabrera can play second or third base. Stop playing Patrick Wisdom, a guy with barely any experience, at third or first, and stop playing Forsythe at first base. Gallo should be getting the opportunities to play first base and DH because Hunter Pence and Chu can handle the outfield. It's just stupid. And the Royals were playing a bunch of Chris Owens in center field when Hamilton was out, and Hamilton's still not batting leadoff, so they know what they're doing. And the Indians, even with Kipnis coming back, Ramirez is still batting second. Kipnis has been 1 and 2 in that lineup, so is Lindor. I think you should just keep Kipnis or Lindor in the second spot and have Ramirez bat third, fourth, or fifth. They cut bait with Hanley Ramirez and Brad Miller, so it's going to be Bowers and Santana in that lineup. So Ramirez has got to be in there, in the part of the lineup that he belongs in. Twins keep batting Max Kepler leadoff. It's just not the best place to put a guy who's all around. And then the Tigers, you would think with Jacoby Jones back in center field, they would play Mickey Matuk in the corner spot, and another guy in the other spot of Move Castellanos, but they got rid of Mickey Matuk, and then they've been batting a lot of Nico Goodrum cleanup when Jones out in center field, and now with Mercer out, he's playing shortstop and batting cleanup or first base. He's a backup. Stop batting cleanup. He's not the cleanup hitter of this team. That's Miguel Cabrera or Castellanos or Candelario. And then the Cubs, too many times, are playing Jason Hayward in center field with Zobrist in the outfield. And then there's a lot of games where Chris Bryant's playing the outfield. Oh, my God. Chris Bryant's your franchise guy. Don't throw him in the outfield. The whole point of not having Ian Happ in the team was so Zobrist and Bodie would get a bat to second base, not to play Chris Bryant and Ben Zobrist in the outfield. You need to be giving Almora every chance to play center field. Hayward is the elite defensive right fielder. Stop playing him in center field. And again, the Cardinals, Goldie and Carpenter, stop batting 1 and 2. With the injuries to both your center fielders, Dexter Fowler is playing center field, but I would assume that they would move Ozuna to the right field where he's clearly a good right fielder, and have Jose Martinez, who they like his bat, in left field. And if the lineup for the Cardinals could be Dexter Fowler leading off, if you want to bat Matt Carpenter second, okay, fine. But then go Goldschmidt, Ozuna, Molina, and Young, and then go Martinez, Colton Wong. That's not a bad lineup. There's nothing wrong with that lineup. And then Diamondbacks, a lot of days, Adam Jones leading off. Stop. He and David Peralta. And if you're playing Christian Walker with Jake Lamb injured and you can play Flores or Escobar in the core of your lineup, that's what you need to do. Without Souza, without Jake Lamb, you're not having that much firepower in the middle of your order. Adam Jones is not going to hit 40 home runs, but he's consistent. And he's going to play a lot of games in right field because of the injuries to your team. And you want to play Ketel Marte in center field because you have Flores and Escobar in the infield. And Haniger, stop playing center field just to play Jay Bruce and Santana both in the outfield. Don't have Haniger lead off. Ryan Healy until Kyle Seager comes back should be playing third base every day, which leaves first base to a combination of Bruce, Vogelbacher, and Encarnacion. It should not be, let's play Bruce in the outfield and then we got to put Haniger in center field. Leave Alex Smith in center field every day. If you want to give Bruce at bats in the outfield, give Domingo Santana the day off. Give Mitch Haniger the day off. It just doesn't make sense. And this Kyle Farmer guy who was a catcher in the Dodgers, who was traded along with Puig, Kemp, and Wood, it's okay, you suit up at third base a bit. A lot of catchers have played third base and a lot have played first base. But I'm seeing him a lot of games starting at second base or coming in and play shortstop. He's technically really the backup to Joey Votto because Derek Dietrich and Peraza can play second, short, and third. I don't understand him playing second and short, this Kyle Farmer guy. And stop batting Votto leadoff and Suarez second. That's the middle part of your order. And the Braves, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Ender Inciarte is like one of the 5 perfect leadoff hitters in baseball, and he plays center field. Wins multiple gloves in center field, a great leadoff hitter. Why are you batting him 7th, 8th, or 9th and having Ozzie Albies lead off? Ozzie Albies, if you're not going to bat him second, you bat him 6th or 7th because he can hit the ball. And then stop batting Ender Inciarte. Stop batting Inciarte at the bottom. If he's been a proven center fielder, stop doing that, because last year Acuna was leading off some games and he's in the middle of your order. This team is flawed with having their backups, not any of them being able to play center field. So Acuna's got to play center field when Inciarte has the day off. When Swanson has the day off, Camargo can handle shortstop. But I see a lot of games of Camargo in the outfield. It's stupid. And then the Giants. You pick up Tyler Austin. Okay, you want to bat on your bench because you've had some injuries and some offensive issues. But don't take your franchise first baseman belt and put him in the outfield. The Giants only did that for Buster Posey to play some games at first base and keep his bat in the lineup. Do not play Brandon Bell in the left field. What you want to do, if you want to start Tyler Austin in left field, then Geraldo Parra or Steven Duger or Pilar, if he's not starting that day, come in as defensive replacement. What are these teams doing? Taking guys who are backups on other teams or new players and going, you know what? We're going to take our guy who's always been playing the spot and put him somewhere else. And that was another week of observations in Major League Baseball. Look out for my next video on the Radar Entertainment blog for baseball observation. This was Radar.